All right, big one. Mount Rushmore of HBO shows. I'm assuming The Wire is going to be there.
Yeah, I would put The Wire number 1. So I don't know, this may hurt a few people. I've never saw The Sopranos.
Same.
Oh, there we go.
But we get crucified because everybody else has. Yeah.
Yo, David Futternick, he's literally been trying to get me on his podcast for like 2 years. Dude. And he's like, watch it. Can you watch it, please? So you can come with a podcast.
Well, I'll speak for the people who have seen The Sopranos. I'll just say shame on you both.
Shame on us both.
I mean, listen.
Don't worry. My boy Sean, he literally, I just shot a movie with, I'm so bad with names, but she played the girlfriend in The Sopranos.
Jeremy, you know.
The girlfriend of
Christopher's girlfriend?
Christopher's girlfriend.
Okay. Adriana.
Yes, I just shot a movie with Adriana. So I met her and my boy's starstruck and I'm sitting there like, I don't know. Entourage. The Wire number 1, Entourage number 2. This is going to be a hot take. How to Make It in America number 3.
Oh, wow.
How to Make It.
I haven't seen that. Wow.
Damn it.
It was only 3 seasons. I loved it.
You're leaving. You have 1 spot left, and there's some heavy hitters not there.
I know.
I feel like we should all after you get done. I feel like we should pause speed on all of us should do this. Go ahead, though. Your last one.
And it's only HBO shows, right?
Only HBO. Yes.
It's between, of course, Game of Thrones. Okay,
Thrones has to be it. Okay. Jeremy.
No, that's not the order either. I'm sorry.
No. You just went. It's Mount Rushmore. They're all equal. You're good. Jeremy.
All right. The Wire, Sopranos. This is the thing. Like, I really enjoyed Game of Thrones, but I can't put it.
Mm-hmm. They fumbled at the 1. Like, you can say it. Yeah.
It's
with
so
Marshawn
great.
Lynch, though. Also.
Yeah, it's like they called the wrong play at the 1. Literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. If we're sticking with The Wire, with HBO, I love Barry. Like,
yes, it's growing on me too. But I need to see seasons 3 and on. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And then the 4th one, man. I'm trying to think of what I saw White Lotus recently. It was good, fine. Definitely not gonna crack my Rushmore. That's okay. Yeah, you're right. It has to be Curb.
Curb. I also have not seen Curb.
Oh man, okay, that one I'm mad at you for.
Okay,
it's okay.
That's next. I'm actually finishing Entourage for the 50th time, and I'm respecting
So I'll start with Entourage is on mine. Jerry Ferrer, if you're watching this, come on the Knicks Film School Podcast because I have so many questions for Turtle, and I would just like to nerd out about movies in general for however long. So The Wire, Entourage. Curb, and then so I'm understanding that, or at least respectful to the fact that the Sopranos will probably make mine when I do see it. So holding that, reserving that spot for the Sopranos is on there. I'll say Silicon Valley, which just I'd laugh at everything Guilfoyle said for a couple seasons. It hasn't aged great because of T.J. Miller. Was that his name? Yep. Yeah, he's just not a person I want to watch.
They also fumbled it the last season. I mean,
I didn't hate the last season though. I get it that it's not perfect, but I mean, what am I? Could Hard Knocks be on the Mount?
None of us said Oz.
I haven't seen it. It's before my time. It's right before The Sopranos, so I just missed it.
Watch Oz. I do have to catch it. I have to watch I believe last 2 seasons, but the first 4 amazing. Oz is really good. It just couldn't crack my Mount Rushmore, but it's really good.
Jeremy's point about Succession would take the place of Silicon. What am I doing? Succession is absolutely it's 2 seasons in. And it's honestly this close to already passing Mad Men for how great. It's the closest thing we're ever going to get to a Trump family documentary. So as a result, it's that.
It's good. I really enjoy it. It was just the sort of thing where I wanted to love it so much more than I have. And I'm looking forward to season 3. Don't get me wrong. And there's some incredible moments in there that just are hilariously funny. But I don't know. And with Silicon Valley, it's like I felt like every single time it's like, oh, we're encountering the same problem that we had like 2 episodes ago, and we miraculously figured a way out of it.
I still have no idea what Pied Piper is. To this day, watched 5 seasons, still have no idea what Pied Piper is, what it does. Like,
well, it's behind his ear, and then he.
Yeah,
I won't say. Watch the show, and you'll get it.
Watch the show. Yeah. Do we have time to just? I just got to hear.
Go ahead.
Top 3 shows of all time.
Of all time? Wow. The Wire, Breaking Bad, and so like we're not limiting this to dramas, right? Like then The Office, like it's.
I knew you were my guy.
It's like what The Office. I don't think people realize what The Office did to the genre. Every single television show had the audience or the laugh track. You were cued when to laugh. Then The Office comes along, and I'm sure like other shows were doing this, like the original Office. The Office with Steve Carell came along and changed. Like every single show is like Parks and Recreation, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. No longer need to have the laugh track format, and The Office it changed everything. So
there we go.
Jeremy,
you took all the words out of my mouth.
And that's also my
general. That's also my top 3.
That's also your top 3. Okay.
I'm not just saying this because you're here, Julio, but I'm going to say The Wire is in those top.
Wait, I said The Wire, right? Hold on.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
No, you did.
Okay.
I got to say the second. I tend to shift more towards comedies. I just naturally do. Mm-hmm. So Seinfeld. I've got Seinfeld above Curb, but if we're talking HBO, then obviously. And then the third. Yeah, I guess I gotta go with The Office. Like at this point, it feels cliche, and I almost watching shows again. Like I almost find myself gravitating more towards Parks and Rec, or even Community than I do The Office. But I know I can also just sit down and watch The Office when it comes on Comedy Central, or if I steal my girlfriend's Peacock account, and I can just watch it and chill and don't have to follow anything.
Isn't it so whack watching it on Peacock?
It is. Yeah.
I had deleted I downloaded it for the Olympics, and then I never knew how to watch it, and just said, all right.
Listen, I would have it on loop on Netflix just all year round. Every time it's The Office is, to me, actually I put The Office 1B and The Wire 1A in my greatest of all time.
And Jeremy, he's saying that because he knows he can't put The Wire any lower than 1A.
I'm not. No, I just think for drama and for comedy, the way that they're like synonymous. And Steve Carell, probably the greatest comedic performance ever.
It's almost underrated at this point.
Yeah.
What he does for like 7 seasons on that show. I even stand for the Robert California season. Yeah.
Oh my.
The last 2 seasons were character development. That's the thing. They were great, but you got to know more about who they are. I feel like if we had a 4th slot for shows of all time, if that's what we're doing Rushmore, I think I'm putting Schitt's Creek there.
Yeah, my girlfriend loves that show.
It's great.
It's funny. I'm not gonna I think I just gotta watch a lot of TV now.
To season 3, you can't stop.
But the only fact, did you guys know that The Office, the creators of The Office, Greg Daniels, he's one of the biggest Wire fans ever.
Really?
And he literally, the reason Holly is Holly, Idris Elba, of course. Every time that they would have a guest star, he tried his hardest to find characters from The Wire to be on the show because they loved it so much. And I found that out from listening to the Office Ladies podcast.
There you go.
Community had Michael K. Williams.
There you go.
Yeah, Michael K.
So, I mean, I don't think that wasn't Greg Daniels. I don't think it was Mike Schur.
It was Mike Schur, but yeah. They know good actors. All of them, though. All the writers, all the creators, all the producers, they all like lived and breathed The Wire. Yeah.
One thing I'm hoping as a result of this episode, Julito, is that, like, obviously we talked Knicks at the beginning and we sprinkled some Knicks throughout the pod, but like there's nothing happening for the next 6 weeks for basketball fans. So, we've now given you some homework, some shows for you to watch, some things for you to catch up on, and where to watch them. The only other honorable mentions I'll throw in are Mad Men, because I binged it. That's the thing I binged during quarantine.
Okay.
And I think I would have appreciated it more when it was happening. Like the trip through the 60s was interesting, and waiting for key events to come up and then them to do an episode around it was cool. But I think I got what they were doing, but certain things I don't need to revisit ever again. And then Chappelle's Show remains the greatest sketch comedy show, but I would put it above SNL for greatest sketch comedy show of all time. Yeah.
Without a doubt.